and happy 85th birthday today. Today. 85, and you have been doing this for a long time. And I've loved animals since I was a little kid, but you loved animals and then really immediately started working with them right away, right?
Well, it was not that easy, but I loved them when I was born. I studied worms, I studied chickens, I studied all kinds of things. I met Dr. Dolittle Book when I was 8, Tarzan when I was 10. Of course, I fell in love with Tarzan.
Sure.
And what did he do? He married the wrong Jane.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, that was when my dream began. I will grow up, go to Africa, live with wild animals, and write books about them. You know, we weren't scientists in those days, women.
Yeah.
And everybody laughed except my mother. And what she said to me is what I say to young people around the world. If you really want this, you'll have to work really hard, take advantage of all opportunities, but don't give up.
That's a good message to give to everyone, especially young girls. And it's amazing because, so you were the first, you went to study chimpanzees 1960, is it right?
That's correct.
And then Diane Fossey went with the gorillas in 67, I believe. And then Beirute, what's her name?
Galdikas.
And she studied orangutans.
That's right.
So it was 3 women who, do you think there's a reason that they sent women to do this?
Well, Leakey felt women made better observers. And I think, you know, if you think back over women's role in evolution, we needed to be good mothers. And for that, you need to be patient. You need to understand the wants and needs of a non-speaking little creature. Mm-hmm. And you really need to gauge the relationship between the family members so that little Tommy can be kept away from Uncle Joe if Uncle Joe's in a bad mood.
Right. So when you were able to, because you can't do that anymore where you can touch them and hold them. I'm so jealous of that we're not allowed to do that. But you actually interacted with these chimpanzees. By the way, chimpanzees are the closest related to us. They're 98%?
Well, people differ. 98.6 is what I was told. And then next come gorilla and then orangutan.
Right, and gorillas 97, I think, and then 96 for...
But we're all very close.
Yes. So, it's amazing that chimpanzees are so close to us. Explain to people why it's important to, first of all, care about animals and protect them and what it does for our planet and for us.
Well, for me, animals are, you know, they're part of our world. And just because we can destroy our world and exterminate species for ourselves doesn't mean that we should do it. I don't think we have the right to do it. And we look in books and see dinosaurs. I don't want my great-grandchildren to only know chimps and gorillas and giraffes and elephants from books. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, we are destroying our own future.
Yeah, and I want more people to you know, educate themselves and see that it is, you know, what we are destroying. And look at that. So you still are able to, but that's probably a place where you're releasing that one, right?
Yes, she's being released into a beautiful forested island. And that embrace she gave me, I'd never met her till that day. It's just that she knew somehow.
Yeah, well, of course. They're so intelligent. Look at, just because she's thanking you, saying, I'm going back into the...
Yeah, that guy there who's been looking after her, you know, he said, how does she know this lady is responsible for all this? Well, of course, the chimp didn't know that, but yeah. I think there is a connection.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing. And I watched last night the Penguins. It's the Disney Nature series, right?
And you saw Steve. You met Steve.
I saw Steve, and I have questions. How do we know for sure we followed Steve the whole time? They look exactly... they look exactly alike, and that may have been Steve sometimes, and it may have been another...
Possibly. I wasn't on that shoot.
Yeah.
But they were there 4 whole years. And you see the conditions. I think it's incredible, the footage that they got.
If you get a chance...
You must see it.
You must see it, and show your children to see how incredible they are. And that's the little baby, and what they do, and how the fathers take care of the babies and the eggs as much as the mother does. And it's incredible. So hopefully because really they worked on it, like you said, 4 years.
4 years. It starts on the 17th, and the first week, all the money goes to support penguin research through the Wildlife Conservation Network. And that's pretty amazing.
That is pretty amazing. It's a fantastic series. I hope you watch it. It's Disney Nature's Penguins. It opens in theaters April 17th. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Dr. Jane Goodall. We'll be back.